Oga, me I be get driver. I no fit pay 500 naira. How much I go come dey carry person? Why? I no fit pay 500 naira. What that 550 wey dem dey talk, I no fit pay am because the price is too much. I beg my president Tinubu begin dey do something about the price wey dem dey talk. I beg, I dey take up Tinubu make he do something. I don dey here since day before yesterday. My wife dey drive my again so that I go fit dey carry passenger. I no fit. I no fit.
The new generation. Omo, people they throw blow now for every police station. Gbasgbo, see the way that they fight. Even I said those prophecy where pastors see, it come to pass. Yes, now when it be not when they tell us say there will be a new Nigeria. Una no ask question. Now they see new Nigeria. I say their prophecy not come to pass. Who tell you their prophecy come to pass as in now we day now because as if we say we ask question for no say yeah this fight now everything where they happen now for not is surprise us. Now so Buhari can say he want bring change. We not ask him the kind of change they bring.
$500 to pay for fuel.
Oga, me I be get driver. I no fit pay 500 naira. How much I go come dey carry person? Why? I no fit pay 500 naira. What that 550 wey dem dey talk, I no fit pay am because the price is too much. I beg my president Tinubu begin dey do something about this price wey dem dey talk. I beg, I dey take up beg Tinubu make he do something. I don't dey here since day before yesterday. My wife to drive my keke so that I go fit dey carry passenger. I no fit. I no fit. To buy water for house with jerrycan. No way to buy water. All the poor people where they sell water 2020 now. They say no water, say no for to buy to take on generator to pump the water. I never bath. Since yesterday I never bath.
You never bath?
You know the gas smell. You know the gas smell for my body.
Wait, you the smell?
I the smell.
Then come out for ya.
Thank
you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. No worry, you go get water, you go bath.
The chaotic reaction to the subsidy removal announcement continued on Tuesday with many filling stations across the country hoarding the product, while the few that opened to customers sold at exorbitant prices. Several state governors, including those of Bayelsa, Osun, and Edo, as well as the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, have reacted to marketers and fuel stations that are hiking fuel prices in their states. Sanwo-Olu said the petrol dealers are taking advantage of the president's announcement to inflict suffering on citizens.
I think it's too early in the day for people to begin to second guess our new president. You know, this is a pronouncement, and I think it's unfair on all of our, major marketers to want to begin, to seize, opportunity in areas where it's not. I mean, we all need to be sincere in this country. If we really want to get things done, let us know that, yes, we might need to belt up a little bit, but it's really so that we have a better life down the line. There's nothing that has changed in our pronouncement that will have cost, But hey, I'm sure the federal government that we have will be able to rise up to it and be able to deal with it. So I want to encourage everyone to be law-abiding, to go about their normal business, and things will certainly turn out for us for the better. Thank you.
All right, Rufai. The governor has said that it is too early in the day for people to react to the president's announcement. I know yesterday we talked about marketers. We did blame marketers yesterday, but I heard you earlier say that it's not the fault of the marketers and that because, they have a business to protect and that is why they're going against it. But I think that it's not just the fact that, the marketers have hiked up their prices. This is having a huge effect on Nigerians. And I believe that other state governors, like the governor of Bayelsa State, Osun State, and Edo State, have said that fueling stations that are going to close down their operation will be penalized. And I think that other governors should take this action as well. It is unacceptable. Rufai.
Audrey, if the governor says it's too early in the day to start second-guessing the president, I think it's too early in the day for Nigerians to be suffering hardship of not being able to go home, of buying fuel over 600 naira per litre. I think it's also too early in the day. Let's call a spade with our arguments. See, there's nobody that don't want fuel subsidies to go. I want it to go. Everybody wants it to go. We're sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being in countries like Cote d'Ivoire and I'm seeing Nigerian tankers taking our fuel that we subsidize here to go sell for cheap over there. Benin Republic and the likes. I'm sick and tired. But if you want to do it, you have to plan it. It is the plan that was not put in place that caused all of this. Plans like now, afterwards, you are just meeting Labour now. Joe Ajaero said he will, some representative of the federal government will have to talk to him soon. I think there's a meeting scheduled. Plan not put in ground is what the oil marketers are taking and running with as we speak. We all want it to go. But you still need to put the palliative. At first now, Ayo, we don't even know how they're going to spend the palliative. We don't even agree on that. The $800 million that is waiting. Are we going to be giving people 5,000, which I think is a bad idea? How are we going to do it?
Well, the social register is not in operation as we speak. The way it's supposed
so as we speak today, what should be done is go back to the drawing board, the word I hates to use about Nigeria. Look at how you're going to put your plan in place. Probably if you can phase, and when I keep talking about phase, I'm talking about a month or two to alert people. But some people will argue that, we've been having phases for a while. But we all know that all of those phase removal was not done with political will. Hoji, we live in a country where people lie too much to us. Have you forgotten that Ibe Kachuku told us at the point that subsidy 2 had been removed? You remember when petrol price was going down, was even lowering in price?
All right.
But we see all of this as we speak today. So what we should do is go back to the drawing board, try as much as possible to ameliorate this, because you're going to have inflationary tendencies and some other fallout effect and all of that. We say in a hurry that, yes, capitalist instructions of the market must take place. But we forget that we live in a country where people are largely very poor.
Yes.
I am for subsidy removal, but the way we went about it was wrong. Can we look inwards, set a target timeline for it, and pull it off, because we need to pull it off.
Kayode, I know you want to say something.
My position is very clear. I agree with Rufai to some extent, but again, I'm not agreeing with him on some of the points he's making. My point is this. Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, they should be out there and making sure that they regulate. The DPR, they should be going out and doing their job. The agencies of government that should do the job, they should be out there. The president has made a decision, and this decision is sacrosanct and it stands, and it's the perfect time. There's not going to be a honeymoon period for him, but he has to take he has to take a stand now. Get the agencies of government to go out. There is petrol in the depots. The petrol station had petrol as of 3 days ago. It has not finished. So there's no reason for them to do this. Governor Sanwo-Olu has gone out, and all the other governors that are going out, they're doing the right thing by telling the petrol marketers, do the right thing for Nigeria for once. Let's get you to do this for Nigeria. The president has done the right thing as far as I'm concerned. And all we need to do is get the agencies of government to go out and follow through and get the results.
I agree with you, Kayode. Yesterday we talked about Nigerians are our biggest problems, Ayo. I mean, what's your take on that?
All right, so I'm glad that you played the video by the GCEO of NNPCL, as well as the statement made by the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, in terms of the fact that, number one, we have enough supply of fuels, of petrol, so we shouldn't see fuel queues on our streets. The second aspect of it is what the VP said, that it has to be done. There's no provision for it. They can't afford it. It has come to stay. The third part of the videos that were, or the clips that were shown, was also the fact that the state governor, so at subnational level, they're coming out to stand in support and actually doing their own bits to ensure that this policy actually works. And so going back to the marketers, there are two issues here. Number one is the fact that they're not selling, hence causing queues. Then number two is the fuel hike. So the to address the fact that they're not selling is what Mele Kyari has come out to say, that we have enough supply. So what is the problem? Why are you shutting down your filling stations? And some governors have actually said that if they continue, anyone found culpable, they will revoke their CFO, that they were going to actually clamp down very heavily on these petrol stations so that you don't put the people in further hardship. Because already we are having to contemplate or grapple with the fact that in a short time we're going to be paying more for PMS, and the resultant effect on that, on the price on inflation, food inflation, transportation costs, don't make our lives harder by not even making the product available. So I hope that today, like you mentioned, Kay, that they would go out there and actually penalize filling stations, marketers who are not selling to the people. We have to recognize that.
Absolutely for that.